Today, I'm going to walk you through my 4-2-1-3 custom tactics. This is the current team that I'm using. I've tried a lot of different formations, the 4-4-2, the 4-4-1-1, all of the sort of formations that everyone seems to think is really OP, but I have stuck with the 4-2-1-3. Now, funnily enough, I didn't play this formation last year. I played 4-4-2, so it's very interesting for me to now switch over to this. These custom tactics have helped me hit Division 4 and Rivals as well, which unlocks the Pro ladder and also gets the comp servers as well. For the best FC26 coins on the market, head over to eldorado.gg and search for FC coins in the search one, and they are already up for sale on PlayStation, PC and Xbox, even though the game's just come out. You can also buy your FC points. You can get your accounts, top-ups, items and boosting. Use code ROCCO at checkout for that juicy 5% off. Into the custom tactics we go. Now, I have tested a lot of different depths. A lot of people were playing sort of 25 to begin with because they couldn't defend and they were leaving massive gaps between their fullbacks and their centre-backs. I feel like as the game's progressing, people are learning more how to defend. I just really hope that EA don't patch it. As you can see, the code is on the screen as well, so if you don't want to listen to me ramble, you just want to type in the code and try out the tactics, feel free. Now then, we are playing the 4-2-1-3 in the balanced build-up style and a high defensive approach, 70. I did test playing on 100 for a while, and it was so good in attack, but honestly, I was just getting caught all over the place at the back. When it comes to build-up styles as well, there are lots of different ones. Short passing actually worked quite well, but I just think balanced for me just helps everything, and it literally is the most balanced. Now, the goalkeeper, pretty standard, is just roll goalkeeper and focus on defend as well. Now, the goalkeepers I would sort of recommend, Manuel Neuer, Chevalier, Alisson's obviously very good, so's Donnarumma. The high-rated goalkeepers are actually very, very good this year, but they're probably the four that I would recommend, obviously depending on who you have. Now, both fullbacks I have on the fullback role and defense. Now, interestingly, I do have like plus roles as an attacking wingback on Hakimi and an inverted wingback plus, but I just find fullback and having them on defend is very, very important. Same as Nuno Mendes. Now, the reason for this is basically otherwise, you just get caught out. And a lot of the time, when your opponent moves out and then passes the ball to their wingers, if you've got your fullbacks on defend, you can quickly switch across and then intercept the ball well there. And then you can move into an attacking position yourself. I ran both on defend last year. They can still go forward. You can trigger runs and everything like that. The attacking AI is much better this year, so your left wing and right wing will be in good positions. Obviously, you've got your player locks and you can trigger your runs as well. But I would recommend having them both on defend. Both centre-backs, again, just defender and then focused on defending as well. Now, the DMs is quite interesting because you can change this up. I run both on deep line playmaker. Now, to defend this year, it's very important that you need to take control of both your defensive mids or your centre mids, whatever formation you're playing, and you need to manually pull them back. The second that you switch to one of your centre-backs and start running towards the ball or running anywhere, your opponent's just going to play a through ball and it's curtains for you. You are going to concede. So I run both on deep line playmaker with the focus on build up. Now, there's lots of options. You can run one as holding. You can run one as a centre half if you are struggling defensively. What I would probably recommend is starting with both on deep line playmaker. And if you find that you can't bring them both back, you want to run one of them on holding, then test it out afterwards and see if it works for you. Very good CDMs on this game. Tchouaméni is excellent as a cheaper option. So is Tonali. He's very good. Rodri's good as well, even though he doesn't have that much pace. McAllister. There's some really good players actually across the board. Vitinha is very good as well. He's about 95k, but he's also very good in a cam position, the same as Pedri. Obviously, Gravenberch and Reinders, I think they're probably the two best in the Premier League available. So that's why I've got them in. Now, I've run the cam as a playmaker and balanced on the focus. Now, I'll show you a few clips as I'm talking now about the cam for me needs to have passing play styles. Like Incisive Plus on Verts is the reason why this card costs so much. And trust me, if you get the chance to use him or you've already used him, you will understand why he costs so much. His dribbling's excellent, his finishing's excellent, and those through balls to your wingers and to your striker literally is a complete game changer. So definitely play him on Playmaker. Obviously, luckily he has plus as well. But I would really recommend not having sort of like a dribbling cam. That's why Vitinha is very good in there and Pedri is very good in there, because they have lots of passing play styles that are silver, not necessarily gold. Onto the wingers. Both of them I have on inside forward plus and then focus on balanced. What Kvaratskhelia and Dembele do, they kind of run at a diagonal, and then Verts or whoever your cam is will then be able to slot the through ball into that gap when you've triggered the runs, and then they just run onto it and they finish basically every chance in that situation. Also, the same on the striker as well. I have Gyökeres on advanced forward, and then the focus is on attack as well. Again, you're going to see clips now where those through balls go into Gyökeres. I'd recommend using your player locks, but triggering runs is so crucial this year, and it really helps. So I'm now just going to show you some clips and talk through basically what sort of how the formation works. It defends really well, but like I say, it is crucial to bring back both your DMs to cover your back four. You can't take your players out of position. That's one big thing with defending this year that everyone seems to be struggling with, is the AI defending, and the game is very unforgiving. The second that you make a mistake, especially if you're playing somebody good, your opponent will take advantage of that. So you need to defend manually by bringing your CDMs or your centre mids back and covering it. I'll spend a lot of my time even bringing Verts back. So then when I pick the ball up with either Gravenberch or Reinders, I've then got Verts in a position that I can pass him the ball, then I can trigger the runs of my two wingers or Gyökeres and then find the through balls and find the finishes. So they are my custom tactics and instructions for the 4-2-1-3, as I found the most OP and the best formation this year. I'll leave that code up on screen again for you if you have actually listened to me ramble on about what's going on in the formation. The other formations to try are the 4-4-2 or the 4-4-1-1. If you are struggling with players and you need some for your teams, or you're struggling with squad builders and things like that, I've dropped a 250k squad builder and a 500k squad builder, and I'll probably will drop a 1 million coin squad builder later on in the week as well, just to help you guys out for players in certain positions, the most OP, the most meta players for each one. We're on our way to 35,000 subscribers, so if you could please subscribe if you are new, that would be fantastic. Or if you are a returning viewer, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.